Handegard's going to make Winger finish on that right lane. Starts the opening frame of the final match. Splatters it. Just what you said he was doing in practice, dicing him up.
Yeah, there was good balance on that shot. He got to the foul line with good position, got through the ball very well. Here's our first look at the, as you said, the king.
King of the senior tour, that's for sure. Well, he struck like crazy in practice. First shot right through the nose.
John, one of the hardest workers in sports. There's no question in my mind when I say that. It's the truth. This guy spends so many hours working on his game, and he also is very much in tune with his body. He really takes care of himself. He's very careful about what he puts in his body as far as anything that might affect some allergies he has, chemical imbalances it can cause. And he's very much involved with being the best John Handegard can be at any given time, not only physically but mentally.
Well, I think he has certainly earned the respect and admiration of every senior player out here who watch him week after week after week. If he doesn't win, he's in the top 24 or in the top 5. He's just always bowls well.
Then he went out to Washington State and got the respect of the junior players on the regular tour when he beat them. That was an interesting thing we did there, Mike.
Such great balance at the foul line.
If you're going to copy a bowler and you want to do it right, if you want good physical ability, you want good physical position at the foul line, ideally, John Handegard does everything the way it's supposed to be done. For the early lead.
Boy, he has. Oh, my goodness, I spoke too soon. He threw that so well.
Michael, I have to agree with you. I thought it was perfect, and I think Ron thought it was perfect, too. Just one of those things. That ball entered at a good angle, had great rotation on it. I don't know what happened, but the 10-pin is standing there. It looked like it just kind of grew out of the floor. There's that culprit. Ron Winger switches balls, going to use as much of the lane as possible, go cross lane, hard and straight. A lot of ball speed here. Look out.
Oh, my goodness. A mistake early in the match. You spotted it right away.
It's a shame that you cannot afford to give John Handegard any kind of handicap, you might say. And as you think about this, John Handegard is sitting there on the bench, getting an early lead, donated. Watch the balance at the foul line. It looks like he almost sticks here. Comes up, rears up on the leg, and the ball just falls off. That oil in the middle of the lane falls off into the channel.
Can he recoup?
Not with that shot. Not with that shot. That ball never had a chance. He just kind of tugged it up to the second arrow when he's been trusting it, getting it clear out to the 5 board. That ball was 4 or 5 boards inside of his target line.
And another tough spare.
Another tough spare. The 3-6-10. He'll go cross lane again with that same spare ball, that hard-shelled, smooth surface ball, so he can skid it. He wants to fit it between the 3 and the 6.
Oh, he has it. Got it down. All right, Handegard. Third frame, leads by 12.
John wasting no time getting up on the approach. He is anxious. He really wants this one. Again, you give John a chance to put it to you, he's going to do it. I expect a great shot here.
That's the adjustment for going high.
Adjustment for going high. The ball never quite got back. He rotated it very well, got it off his hand extremely well. John now thinking, I've got to split the difference. One a little high, one a little light. It's kind of like what they used to do in the artillery. You get one long, one short, then you let them have it right in the middle.
There were 7 300s this week as Handegard shoots the 4-pin. John had one of them, and it was against. He had 2 of them, huh?
John had 2 300 games this week. We're going to take a look at the style of the king of the senior players, the most feared match play competitor on the senior tour. Look at the free arm swing, the good straight arm, the balance, the head never moves, very steady to the foul line, the low knee bend, and look where the shoulders are, directly out over the knee, the high follow through. That's perfect. Great balance. Look like Mike Durbin.
Interesting that that was such a perfect shot, yet still he didn't hit the pocket.
Well, he made an adjustment, and he made a good shot. It just didn't react for him the way he might have expected it to. Good ball speed here, good rotation. He liked the pocket, but he got the carry.
And the wry smile coming from him. Wenger, fourth frame, trails by only 12, but because Handegard didn't double in the third frame. So he can get right back in this match if he can get himself back on track.
He has to get himself calmed down inside after making the mistake on the spare. Made a bad shot on the left lane. So really got a break there. No question about it. That ball again was off target. It did the job for him, but he didn't like the release. Here's another look at it from the normal point of view, you might say. Ron Wenger going to the foul line on lane 10. And this ball, again, he's not getting it out nearly as wide as he was before. The ball staying in the oil longer. He knows he needed it, and thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. All right, for the double, get right back into the match. Not often you get a second chance against John Handegard. Good shot here.
And good result. As he dices that 5 up again, he keeps it light. He strikes quite frequently.
Light, he will strike, especially that angle coming in like that. That's the ideal shot for him, getting the ball light.
So what does John do now? He's light and high.
Well, John will get the ball in the pocket this time.
You think so?
He's made one light, one. We went high then light. I think this one will be right there. A little more ball speed. A little high in the head pin and almost got the split.
Well, he's just lost on that right lane.
He is. He's confused, and I'm surprised because when John makes adjustments, he usually makes the right decision. And you can see the look on his face. He doesn't know. A little shake of the head there. He's a little wary of this lane. There's the repeat of that shot, high in the head pin. Got a break. The 4-7 and the 10 were standing. Only the 4-7.
Cross lane at the 4-7. That's it. I told him he's won from every position. Is winning from the top spot tougher or easier?
Well, I tell you what, I think that it's a little more difficult because I think that the guy that wins the match prior to the championship match has a little bit of an edge. He's familiar with the lanes, knows more about how they're breaking down and how the ball reaction is, so I'd give him a slight edge.
Well, right now, his edge is slight, but it's in Handegard's favor, 2 pins.
Well, I'll tell you, John's game, as good as it is, has one fault, and that fault is showing up right now. And what it is, John tends to sit down sometimes, and when he sits down, by that I mean his body goes back away from the foul line. When he gets to the foul line with his sliding leg, he tends to sit down and fall back. When he does that, the ball gives him an early roll, and then he starts making adjustments off what are actually bad shots, and that's what he's going through right now. John's shoulders are falling back rather than staying forward.
His fiancée, Nancy Word. And the slimmest of margins, 1 pin, but Wenger can eliminate that if he can strike right here in the 6th frame.
Well, Wenger is in ideal position. He's got John Handegard when he's not on top of his game. A strike here to take the lead and to put some pressure on John Handegard.
A lot of room. And it went high.
Never had a chance. The ball really was fired. He laid it down probably 3-4 boards to the right of where he was laying it down earlier when he was playing in the oil. And the ball never really had a chance because it was in the dry too long. It never got from the oil to the dry and back. When you lay it down in the oil, in the dry, from the get-go, it's going to hook.
Keeps the match close. A spare, and 3 pins will be the difference. Handegard has them. This time, no trouble.